Hi and welcome to vSAN in 3 minutes. Today I'm going to be talking about a feature in vSAN 6.0 known as proactive rebalancing. Many of you may know that vSAN has the ability to automatically rebalance data from disks that are above 80% utilization on the cluster, but there's certain circumstances such as when you add hosts or add disks or disk groups where you want to in fact rebalance that data and make better use of some of the storage across the environment. In order to do this manually, you need to log into RVC and issue the command vSAN proactive rebalance _info. This will give you all the information you need to make the assessment on whether or not you need to do rebalancing. In my case here, I have a number of disks that are over the threshold, and it even tells me how much data potentially can be moved or needs to be moved off these devices to rebalance the cluster. So I'm going to issue a help command here just to show you the options that you can also use when initiating proactive rebalance. There's a few specific ones that you can set, such as the time span, as in how long the proactive rebalance will actually run for. The different thresholds, particularly things like rate thresholds in terms of how much data would be moved per hour for each node and things like that as well. Typical start and stop parameters as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to initiate or commence my rebalance, because I know there are some disks and there is an unbalanced state of my cluster somewhat, even though it's small. I'm going to run this actually for an hour to start with. If I select that, we see that started. If I issue the vSAN resync dashboard, I see resyncing components already kicking off. I can also see this if I flick over to the UI as well. Refresh that a few times. I'll see that the data is being copied. I can even switch back directly to the UI, run that command again, vSAN resync dashboard for the cluster, and I'll see the same data in the UI. Refresh that a couple of times. Once that's complete, basically what I'll see is the no objects being resynced. Go back to the UI and verify that's still the case, and I can see that information there. And then what I can do is if I switch back, I can now go and look at the information that RVC gives me pertaining to the rebalance info. I can see that I have no disks that need to be rebalanced, and clearly they're under the threshold as well. I can also issue the vSAN disk stats command here for the cluster, which will show, interestingly, that the use capacity of all of these devices, my magnetic devices, are very close to each other, and in fact very well balanced across the nodes and across the cluster, which means I have a great distribution across my vSAN cluster. That concludes our demonstration for proactive rebalance. For more on this and other features on Virtual SAN, please visit the following websites, and thanks for watching.